Hello and welcome to another episode of Coffee Fusion. This week we're going to look at latte art. Is it still important? Hey all, so I was looking over the Coffee Fusion YouTube channel analytics over the last couple of weeks to decide on what it is that you are all most interested in so that I can think up of the kind of content I wanted to create up next, given that I've had a huge break from creating videos. And historically, Coffee Fusion has definitely been a latte art based YouTube channel, and so a lot of my subscribers, so that's the audience watching now, clicked on Coffee Fusion videos and subscribed to Coffee Fusion because they liked latte art and wanted to learn a little bit more about it. And obviously because of this, you guys really liked the latte art, so I kept creating latte art content, and all of a sudden most of the uploads on my channel are latte art. And as a result, the uploads have definitely dwindled, especially over this last year. In fact, we're in September and this will be the 4th upload. But in spite of this, the channel's still doing really well. In fact, in the last month, it probably received more views than it's ever received before. And that's mostly due to the latte art videos and tutorials that yourselves keep watching, and my new subscribers definitely have been watching those latte art basics kind of videos. Good news is that I know the kinds of people that watch coffee content on YouTube are also interested in other stuff as well. My favourite coffee channels at the moment include Chris Backer, James Hoffman and European Coffee Trip. But what I really wanted to talk about today is latte art still important in the coffee industry? And my opinion on that is definitely yes. I think most baristas go through a stage where they're super keen on latte art and they want to learn lots more about it, especially in Australia where the espresso culture and milk coffee culture is a huge part of coffee. But then after a while, most of these baristas tend to move on, and latte art kind of becomes the uncool part of coffee. They're like, extraction's way more important and that kind of thing. But I think that if you can definitely extract coffee well every time and you're super confident on your extractions, you should also be able to pour basic latte art patterns really nice and symmetrically every time as well. So there's always this battle between latte art and extractions, and I think it's crazy. I think both camps need to be able to do both things well. There is no point in being able to pour really nice latte art if you can't confidently extract coffee every time. And if you can confidently extract coffee every time, you need to be able to pour latte art as well. First impressions count for a lot, and at the end of the day, if you put two coffees down in front of a customer and one has latte art and one has no latte art, they will definitely assume that the prettier one tastes better. So you need to have the fundamentals of good latte art down, and you need to practice until you can achieve that really clean looking latte art every time. Not every pour is going to be perfect, and I don't expect you to be doing 5 rosettas and all this kind of stuff, but you know, like a 4 or 5 stage tulip that's nice and clean and symmetrical, everyone that's a good barista should be able to pour that. And then I think it's up to you. Once you have the fundamentals of latte art down and you can pour those patterns nice and consistently, I don't think you really need to go down into the nitty-gritty competition latte art scene. You might really enjoy pouring latte art, and then you should go down that scene. At the same time, I don't think there's that much reward from being able to do a nice clean 5-step tulip to being able to pour really nice signature patterns. There are certainly some customers that are gonna travel to a cafe just because they know a certain barista works there, but I think for the everyday customer, if you can pour some nice clean latte art, you'll be fine. But now I want to hear from you and what you think, because obviously there's a vast majority of you who subscribe to this channel, and there's over 30,000 of you now who wanted to learn about latte art. Are you still keen on latte art, or have you got the basics down and you're ready to move on? I would really like to know your thoughts. For me personally, I think I've got enough content on the channel for you to get to the stage where I think you need to be in terms of latte art. But if there's anything you think I'm missing, perhaps put it in the comments below and I'll either show you that video, or if I need it, I'll create it. I'm thinking about bringing back a video for Free Pour Friday every week, just a short little video, and start that competition up again, just so that you can practice the basics. It kind of got to a stage where really great latte artists were playing every week, which is great, or they played and they got better and better, but then the same people were winning every week, and it kind of stopped people from entering, which I thought was kind of ruining the point of it. And that's why I decided that I wasn't really going to push it anymore. But I think for someone who is still learning, Free Pour Friday is actually really valuable. It gives you a chance to practice a pattern until you nail it and then post it at the end of the week. So I'm open to still producing some latte art content on the channel, but as you can see, if you follow Coffee Fusion for a number of years, I just stopped producing content because I wasn't interested in producing that, and I didn't really have an idea of what kind of content to produce next, but I'm thinking about some stuff now. And on that note, if you have anything else you want to see, please put that in the comments too. Thank you so much for listening to my thoughts on this one, and I would really appreciate your thoughts in the comments below. It'll help me choose the direction for the channel. And thank you so much to those of you who came back and watched the AeroPress video after such a long hiatus from creating content. It was really great to see that you guys are still around and watching my content. Yeah, I look forward to getting back into a much better upload schedule. I've got some more news for you, which I think I'll drop next week. But yeah, that's my thoughts for this week. Just for those of you who watched the whole video, if you are buying coffee from the Coffee Fusion website, which is coffeefusion.com.au, I'm going to throw you a little discount code. So if you use the discount code YouTube10, you'll get 10% off your purchase, and I'll run that for, let's say, 2 weeks. It's so great that so many of you that watch my YouTube videos then have gone on and bought some coffee as well. So if you're thinking about buying some more, there's a little discount code for you. Okay, until next week, keep frothing.